beyond the fence in flight. They walked for nearly 2 full days before it came in sight. The middle brother shot his own. They followed as before. His arrow flew as far again, and just a little more. When the fool let loose his shaft, 3 months they journeyed on, by night and day, till in the earth they found where it had gone. Once there they drew their firesteel, their flint and tinder dry, to light a fire in the woods and rest beneath the sky. But first they all agreed that each in turn would guard the fire, and feed it twigs and never let its living light expire. Whoever let it die and let the dark of night draw near would have his head cut off and laid upon his lap. Right here. The other 2 lay down, the eldest stayed to guard the lights. But at about the stroke of 12, a voice rang through the night. A dragon clad in tempered steel, with 3 heads toward him came. Who gave you leave to cross the land that bears my father's name? Come and fight. They fought, and then the hero dealt the dragon such a blow. From its 3 heads, 3 stacks of flesh he laid out in a row. And when the other 2 awoke, just look how long you 2 have slept. What fight I fought alone, what a mighty deed I finished while you slept, as still as stone. Upon the second night, the middle brother watched the flame. At midnight from the sky a sharp and ringing battle cry came. He looked into the rushing wind on wings that clanged with dread. 2 mighty shoulders bore the beast, and on them 4 grim heads. Come and fight, brave warrior, how did you come in my view? Why cross my father's land when none gave way to you? But the hero killed the dragon. Woe to her who gave it birth. From its 4 heads he made 4 stacks of flesh upon the earth. When the other 2 awoke, they saw what he had done. A splendid victory, a fearsome battle won. night all the embers died. Without a trace, in the pitch black dark they wrestled blind and cruel, breast to breast. He drove his iron hands into its chest. It sweated, sorely pressed. Through its 8 throats it panted. Calin held it with his knee, and with his sword cut off its heathen heads. Relentlessly. And with his sword cut off its heathen heads. Relentlessly. Relentlessly.